Let's jump right into it. Every week we start off the show with 3 things where we take a closer look at the topics everyone is talking about in the sports world. First things first this week, we once again activate our Rodgers radar, and unsurprisingly, he was nowhere to be found for Green Bay's mandatory minicamp this past week. However, he did show up for a conversation with Tom Brady and professional golfers Phil Mickelson and Bryson DeChambeau on the celebrity golf series called The Match. It was a little weird. First off, the I'm offended t-shirt that Aaron was wearing, my theory, this is 100% a nod at the complicated fella comments from Packers president Mark Murphy. I love to know where I can get one of those shirts, but I also love the fact that Tom Brady threw a dig at him with the go for it comment, so check out the clip.
I do think you do have a partner that would probably have liked to go for it a little more often than he has in the past. So Bryce, I'm glad you're encouraging him to kind of go for it when it's on the line.
I usually don't get the option in my.
That's what I mean. You'll finally have the option, Aaron.
Okay, Andy. So what do you make of this?
Well, first of all, I'm a Boston guy. I love Tom Brady. Tom Brady's humor is the avocado ice cream of humor. It's not for him. He's not good at it. He's good at football. He's good at selling overpriced health goods that you don't really need. He should leave the humor to a social media person who is really good at it. But as for Aaron Rodgers, yeah, he's done at Green Bay. You can't. He had the look of a guy that was like on his 2-week notice and didn't care about his job anymore. He's becoming the greatest troll maybe in all of sports, and he should take that I'm offended shirt and they should put it in the Troll Hall of Fame under some bridge. I'm not sure where, but it belongs there.
Okay, moving on to our second thing. New Jaguars coach Urban Meyer recently said that Tim Tebow looked decent. Decent, nothing more, nothing less. But Andy, when I think of decent, I think of how I'd be using that word, and I don't necessarily, it's a good thing to be using the word decent.
No, you never want to be called decent. So, Mackenzie, say you go to a pizza place and I see you went to it and I've never been there, and I go, hey, Mackenzie, how was that pizza place you went to? And you say it was?
Decent.
I'm not going to that pizza place because decent to me is a waste of time. And that's exactly what this Tim Tebow tight end experiment in Jacksonville is. It's a gigantic waste of time. And I think even Urban Meyer, who for some reason loves Tim Tebow, a guy that won him a championship like 90 years ago, is starting to realize that this whole thing is just a gigantic waste of time.
All right, last but not least, our third thing, we turn to one of your specialties and we talk a little bit of golf. So the US Open is set to kick off, and we're going to help out some of our daily fantasy fans and provide them some go-to names to add to their lineups. So here's what I want you to do, Andy. 1 American player, 1 international player, 1 former US Open winner, and 1 young gun. Give us names.
All right. Let's get weird right off the bat. It's a crazy year for sports. Weird stuff's happening left and right. The weirdness continues. 75-year-old Phil Mickelson wins his back-to-back majors. He takes the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines, career Grand Slam, just weeks after he won the PGA Championship, and nothing in the sports world makes sense. My international player, everyone's picking John Rahm, the Spaniard. He's the favorite. Picking favorites is like reading a book. It's really boring. I'm going to go with Louis Oosthuizen. He's finished second in 4 majors in his career, including a couple weeks ago at the PGA Championship. I think sweet swinging Louis gets it done at Torrey. For the former U.S. Open champ American, I got to go Jordan Spieth. He's resurrected his career this year. Whenever he's in contention, it's so fun. Make him in contention on a Sunday at the U.S. Open. And I know it's Father's Day. I'm not calling my dad. I'll text him. I'll talk to you later. Jordan Spieth's in contention, Dad. You're taking a back seat. Thanks for all your fatherly advice. Blah, blah, blah. Let's watch Jordan Spieth. And finally, for the young gun, I got to go with a 17-pounder, 13-year-old Will Zalatoris, who I think I'm friends with now. You'll see why in a little bit. He's only played in like 3 majors, and he's been in top 10 in all of them. He loves this stage, and I think he gets it done. He could get it done this week at Torrey Pines.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.